Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. I am your host, MeleeWizard, and for starters, I am glad I stocked up on all these healing items. It's, they're coming in handy now. And also, I was able to be in a situation where I've been through Fall from Graces and, Anna's segments, and get far enough away from the shadows that I could actually save. So, we're good there. And in so doing, I explored a little bit, and I found two more of these. One of them was right here this whole time. And it turns out, I found out just now that spacebar works as the pause button. That would have been very nice to know a whole heck of a lot sooner. Alright then. Who is this? Okay, that didn't lead to anything. Okay. Now I'm in a really bad spot now. Can I kill you?
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
No. No, I can't.
All right.
Let's... Well, if that one doesn't go anywhere...
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
Oh boy.
I'm gone.
And there's this clock here, which has no information.
I'm hurt.
Dang
Let
it!
it end like this.
Where do I have to go to interact with that thing?
I'm gone.
I'm pretty sure that's a trap that I just keep landing on.
I'm hurt.
There we go. Okay.
I'm hurt.
Feels like I'm missing something here.
Updated my journal.
Oh. In the distance you hear a roaring sound, as if something just opened, and a howling wind is rushing through the vaults. As you try to figure out where the sound is coming from, you suddenly realize you are disintegrating and becoming part of the wind. Okay, this is bad. I'm gonna assume that I can't save right now, no. Let me just make sure of what the, to the northeast section of the clock room. Does that mean that room? I'm not entirely sure.
Don't let it end like
Oh, okay.
done.
So now I'm thinking that it's gotta be somewhere up there, maybe. Don't have much choice but to just try to lure these guys to a spot that
Don't let it end like
to a
this.
spot where I can get away from them. Because I don't want to find out what happens if I run out of lives. Thank you very much. Avoid the trap.
This is it.
Why am I having a harder time with this now than the first time I was trying this? Of course, I'm getting just far enough away that you are not following me anymore. Okay. Okay. I got away. I'm far enough away that I could save. Good. Okay. Okay. Now I need to get to this one. Thank you. Okay.
Updated my journal.
So now I'm guessing it's... Is this supposed to be the clock room, or... Oh, jeez.
I'm hurt.
I know, I know. Aha! Found it! Oh. Hello, Ignis. Can I save now? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. I made it!
Done.
The skies shall be flames, and all life shines torches.
This huge crystal radiates a pulsing spectral light as it hovers above the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of its pulses remind you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the ruined faces of the statues surrounding it. I mean, I did just save, so sure. As you touch the crystal, there is a flash of heat, an orange-white light, and you whip your hand back. The crystal burns like the heat from Ignis's flames. From within the crystal, the sickly white-blue light dances and flickers like fire. Oh dear.
I'm gone.
Oh. So that's how you toggle that. I was wondering about that this whole time. Why mine was like that and everybody else's wasn't.
Consume you.
Done. Damn.
Skies shall be torches.
Damn.
What weapon do I have equipped right now? Okay.
Die.
I think I might have had him used up all his spells.
Skies shall be flames, and all life shall be as torches. Master, forgive me. I have betrayed your teaching.
Okay. Sounding stone. This dark stone is covered in dust as if it had been sitting here for years. It looks like a piece of one of the statues that was chipped away. A tracery of strange runes and markings cover the stone's surface. It feels strangely familiar somehow. Alright. This is a statue of you. It is holding its hand over its heart, and its mouth is open as if making a speech. Let's go straight ahead. Face is a ruined mass, and you can't be certain. Okay. Staring at the center of the room with a disdainful expression. One hand's clutching his right shoulder as if wounded. Okay. There is a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body, and you discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal's surface. There is a moment of silence, then sharp pains splinter through your body like fractures. You feel as if your very being has been turned to ice, then shattered. And now there are 4 of me. Good incarnation. He has awakened. Finally, I thought I would die again waiting for him to rise. Perhaps you will still die. Never forget, I watch you thieves, you killers all 3 of you. Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear, if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I would... The 2 of you, be silent. Let us make sure he is all right and save the arguments for later. By the hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation. He's useless to us now. Calm yourself. He's only disoriented, as were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You are all thieves, wearing my body, and you will give it back. I am at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or this arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space. Leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, you feel him studying you. So, it has come to this. I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough, like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here, with my clues to guide you. We are separate incarnations? How is that possible? Yes, how is there 4 of me? The incarnation is silent for a moment, then his expression changes to contempt. Though I guess, was it the transcendent incarnation? Does that mean there's 5? If there is anything I have hated about you, it is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here was somehow able to defeat me. It will not best me a second time. You sound as if you tend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course. That's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell, but your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me?
Updated my journal.
Yes. He glances around at the spiked walls, then turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces. Only one may leave. You must surrender your will to me. Your knowledge and skills, whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life, may prove useful. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. Oh boy. You have no choice in the matter. You do not know how to escape this place. I do. If you refuse to surrender to me, I will refuse to surrender to you, and neither of us will be able to leave this place. only one may leave, and it will not be you. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that is confusing. Unlikely. I am the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. This moment is the culmination of centuries of planning. Many have suffered and died for us to be here. Their sacrifices must not be in vain. The last sentence unnerves you. It is delivered like a speech, and there is no passion behind the words. Then we have a dilemma. I will not surrender what I know to you. This means you will never escape this prison, and we shall never find and defeat this killer of ours and be free of him. The man's voice becomes gentle. If you merge with me, however, not only can we escape this place, but we will be armed with all the knowledge I possess. We will come to this adversary, I will defeat him, and at last we will know peace. Aha! What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. Dayanara, that girl had little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed her for. You see, the Dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go. And neither did Dayanara, as I hoped she would. That woman, that ghost? The hunched man's eyes well up in fury, and spittle flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me, and you were the one that killed her! The incarnation barely even glances at the Howling One and merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable. He turns back to you. It wasn't out of malice, though she did become tiresome. It's just that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, then get out. The third incarnation speaks softly, but he sounds pained. Why did you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout and try to find out who my killer was. Only the dead can survive here for long, so Dayanara had to be sacrificed so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? He looks at you silently for a moment, then his sneer returns. And that is why you will be defeated if you confront our killer. It is because you are weak, and you do not see that some things are necessary. You dare lecture me? Women have always walked our path with us, whether Dayanara or Ravel or any other woman, and they have suffered, and it was always their choice. Dayanara would have died for me if I had asked her to. There was no crime. Oh boy, holy cow, there's a whole lot of stuff here. What are these others? Other incarnations, reflections of ourselves. I will have them merge with me after I deal with you. Or kill them if they refuse. It is of no matter. They are not necessary. I remember that one. I'd almost forgotten. Yes. What a waste that was. Obviously, that didn't work, and it cost a lot of blood and coin, too. Worthless! The second incarnation breaks into uneven laughter. but it's more gleeful than mad. It was easy to breach that child's trap. I found it and changed it to make it harder. Changed the writings. Oh dear. The first incarnation frowns at the second. He looks like he is barely restraining himself from attacking the other. Yet another thing you will answer for. Though I suppose it doesn't matter. It was shortly after the failure of the tomb trap that I decided to carry the battle to our killer rather than wait for him to show any longer. The answer is probably going to be you don't. You must surrender your will to me. Okay, fine, yeah. Still intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. Yes. He glances around at the spiked walls and then turns back to face you. Look. And yeah, back to this cycle again. Okay. The directions? Of course I was responsible. I knew there was a chance I might fail here and lose my memories. I wanted future incarnations to benefit from some guidance. So I had the directions stitched on my back, since such things like journals tend to be lost so easily. Yeah, about Mort. Is Mort still alive? The incarnation stares for a moment in disbelief, then he starts laughing. Ha! That piking skull couldn't be trusted further than I could throw him, claiming he had information when he didn't. Then I had to go through the torment of prying him off the pillar of skulls. Then he feigned ignorance once he was out of it. I humored him, but he told me everything I needed, since he told me everything I needed from him. Oh yes, once a liar, always a liar. It takes a stronger mind than the skulls to give me the laugh, though. It is of no matter. Let the skull have his secrets. They are worthless to me. Okay, yeah. Let's see what the good incarnation has to say. The man before you resembles you, but his face seems calmer somehow. He gives a slight smile as you approach, and he nods as if in approval. Are you all right? Have we ever had a name, or was it just the first of us? The man chuckles softly. Know that I am your ally in this. I, like these others, have died my death in your mind, and this figment is all that remains. Ah. His smile fades, and he looks at you with concern. This must be disorienting for you. Let me try and explain. I am one of your incarnations. I was once lost. Now I am here again. I do not know. Whatever you touched within the fortress has brought pieces of yourself to the surface. He pauses for a moment, thinking. One of the others may know the means of how this came to be, but it is beyond me. Ask. Yeah! That's a good question. I do not know. Perhaps we were the three pieces that were somehow still present in your mind. I do not know for sure, but I would guess that when we die, traces of the former personality may remain in your mind. And I know that sometimes we may make ourselves felt. When you were about to place yourself in danger or were close to a realization, for example, I found that I could stir, help prod you in the right direction. I would be at a loss to describe how it felt to you, but it is possible, yes. It was quiet and long and filled with much of the pain and the joys that one would expect in life. I served as a cartographer for a time, and I walked the plains for several years. In the end, as I traveled upon the fields of Bytopia, which I believe is on the chaotic end of, is like, not quite chaotic good, but on, I If it's what I'm thinking of, I want to say it's between chaotic good and neutral good, maybe? I think. Or I might be... Actually, I think I'm thinking on the wrong side. I think it might be between lawful neutral and lawful good. Maybe, or maybe lawful... I'm sorry, my memory is flawed, apparently. Seems fitting for this game. In the end, as I traveled upon the fields of Bytopia, terrible shadows took on life as I lay sleeping. I died as I felt their claws upon me. Yes, I know. I know that now. One cannot be in this place of regrets and not feel their agony. I had a suspicion. We were not meant to exist as this, and as unnatural as our immortality is, this situation compounds it. Yes, I will merge with you again. Okay. One last thing, just this. Before I return to Oblivion, there is something I would know. He studies your eyes, his expression somber. Did you live your life, the brief life that you had? In the end, was it worth it? Oh, wow. Okay. He nods, and for a moment you think he's going to say something, but then he collapses, the life running out of him and into yours. As he falls to the black stones, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, making you shiver, and you know the incarnation is no more. Okay then. I was not expecting that to happen. And I got a permanent wisdom boost for that too. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna save here. I have all these existing save slots. I am making use of them now. So, I guess join me next time when I'll see what the paranoid incarnation has to say. See if he ends up merging with me too, and then I'll deal with this guy. So I guess until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.